In a brazen daylight display of Gundaism, Shiv Sena workers attacked a Navy veteran for allegedly mocking Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Now, this veteran, identified as Madan Sharma, was beaten up after he allegedly only shared a WhatsApp forward of a cartoon which mocked Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. The retired Navy veteran was then assaulted, which was caught on camera by a group of 7 to 8 people who identified themselves as Sena workers, and the man then also suffered an injury in his eye. The incident has triggered an outrage, with opposition BJP launching an all-out attack against the ruling Sena government. Former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis also demanding a stern action against the accused and asked Uddhav Thackeray to stop this Gunda Raj. Now, the police in Mumbai have also meanwhile registered a case, arrested 6 people, including 2 workers of the Shiv Sena.
मुझे मालूम नहीं था कि कौन बुला रहा है, लेकिन नंबर से मैं नंबर दे दिया हूं मैं, और वो बुला रहे थे कि हमको बात करने का है, वो कुछ वायरल मैसेज के लिए। मैं बोला कि मैं काम कर रहा हूं, मैं बाद में आऊँगा, कोई बात है तो बतला दीजिए। तो फिर 2-4 बार कॉल आया मेरे को, फिर दूसरा दफ़े एक और कॉल आया, तो उस पर हमको धमकी दिया गया कि ऐसा करते हो घर पर आकर के मारेंगे।
क्या मैसेज आपने?
वो मेरे डैड जैसे 10 बजे के करीब से फ़ोन आना स्टार्ट हो गया था, धमकियों वाला। मेरे डैड ने एक फॉरवर्डेड मैसेज को फॉरवर्ड किया था, कार्टून का था वो मैसेज, और उसके ऊपर फ़ोन आना स्टार्ट हो गया था। तो 12 बजे बातें करने के लिए उन्होंने बुलाया मेरे डैड को नीचे कि आपसे सिर्फ बातें करना है और कुछ नहीं।
ये किसने फोन किया था?
शिव सेना के लोगों ने।
अच्छा।
उसमें मेरे डैड ने जब गए उधर, तो वो लोग ने अटैक कर दिया सीधा, बातें कुछ नहीं किया, और ये बोल करके कि ये आरएसएस का है, बीजेपी का है, तो इसको मारो।
कोई तो फॉरवर्डेड मैसेज था, जो मैसेज उनसे कहीं फॉरवर्ड हो गया, उसके अगेंस्ट वो लोग थे, और इसलिए उन्हें बात करने के लिए नीचे बुला रहे थे। लेकिन बात के जगह उन्होंने उनको बहुत बुरी तरह से पीटने के बाद उनके पास कुछ 2 पुलिस गई 1 घंटे के अंदर, ये बोल के कि आपके अगेंस्ट एक एप्लीकेशन आई है जिसमें लिखा है कि आपने कुछ आईटी क्राइम किया है। फोन करने के बाद हमने दरवाज़ा खोला, पुलिस को एक्चुअल पोजीशन दिखाई कि कितनी गंदी तरह उनको लगा है। उन्होंने भी थोड़ा रियलाइज़ किया, फिर हम उनको लेकर एफआईआर करने पुलिस स्टेशन पहुंचे, जहां एमएलए अतुल जी भी आए। हम लोगों ने उनकी एफआईआर कराई।
And actor Kangana Ranaut, already in a bitter tussle with the Shiv Sena and the government, also attacked the state again over this incident. Listen into what Kangana had to say about the government.
महाराष्ट्र में सरकार का आतंक और अत्याचार दिन ब दिन बढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं। आज उन्होंने एक एक्स सर्विसमैन को दिन दहाड़े सबके सामने, बहुत सारे लोगों ने एक अकेले इंसान को, वेटरन को अटैक किया और उन्हें बहुत बुरी तरह से मारा। उनकी गलती यही थी कि उन्होंने सरकार की निंदा की। मैं यही चाहती हूँ कि सत्ता और राजनीति से परे यहाँ पे मानव और साधारण मानवीय के हक के चलते केंद्र सरकार इन चीजों में हस्तक्षेप करे और हमारे संवैधानिक अधिकारों को बचाए।
So after demolishing actor Kangana Ranaut's office partly, the Shiv Sena-controlled Brihan Mumbai Corporation has now served a notice to top designer of the industry, Manish Malhotra. Manish Malhotra has been issued a notice by the BMC for illegally turning his residential space into a commercial property. However, unlike Kangana, interestingly, the designer has been served a 7-day-long notice. Kangana was given only 24 hours to respond. The BMC, which is facing flack for alleged vendetta, has clarified that Malhotra's illegal structure was complete. Hence, he got notice to show the paperwork in 7 days as per norm. BMC is claiming that in Kangana's case, its inspectors had found illegal construction was going on. Hence, to stop this immediately, she was given a stop work notice under Section 354A, which permits only 24 hours. So first it was demolition, now it is drugs. The Kangana versus Uddhav Thackeray war is escalating clearly. The Maharashtra government has now asked Mumbai police to probe charges of alleged drug use against Kangana Ranaut. The allegations are based on a 4-year-old interview given by Kangana's former partner and actor Uddhav Thackeray. Take a look at this.
I'll work from these ruins. My ravaged office is a symbol of a woman's will that dared to rise in this world. Thundering words from Kangana Ranaut, warning that her fight with Uddhav Thackeray and his government is far from over. The Maharashtra government too seems to be in no mood to back down. On camera, the party maintains that the demolition drama has ended for them.
हमारे लिए अब वो शिव सेना का विषय नहीं है, वो बीएमसी का विषय है। आप बोलेंगे अब बीएमसी में शिवसेना की सत्ता है, वहाँ एक लीगल डिपार्टमेंट है। आप उस बारे में आप वहाँ के कमिश्नर, वहाँ के मेयर से बात कर सकते हैं।
On the other hand, it has opened another front against the actor. The Maharashtra government has now asked the Mumbai police to investigate Kangana Ranaut's alleged drug link. An official letter from the Maharashtra government to probe allegations of Kangana using banned substances and narcotics has been sent to the Mumbai police. This based on a 2016 interview of Kangana's former boyfriend and actor Uddhav Thackeray.
You said that she asked you to take cocaine.
Yeah.
You had hash with her for...
I did 4-5 times, yeah.
And she asked you to have cocaine.
Yeah, I said no. I didn't want to do it. Didn't feel...
She took it regularly?
Well, I didn't see her taking cocaine regularly, but I've heard that she did. She did hash regularly.
Maharashtra Home Minister even referred to the interview as he raised the issue of Kangana's alleged drug use in the State Assembly. Whether the drug allegations against Kangana will be probed by the anti-narcotics cell of the Mumbai police or a special investigation team is still not known. But whenever the probe is initiated, Kangana Ranaut will be summoned. As Kangana continues her attack against Uddhav Thackeray and the Maharashtra government, her mother too has joined ranks.
तो मैंने भी ये संस्कार दिए हुए हैं कि बेटा जहाँ कहीं भी जाना निडरता से जाना और सच्ची बात और सच्ची बात को उठाना। इससे उद्धव ठाकरे सेना को बहुत तकलीफ हुई है और उसने मेरी बेटी के साथ बहुत अन्याय किया हुआ है। क्योंकि वो एक छोटी सी बेटी के साथ वो इतना अन्याय करते हैं, ये क्या सरकार है? इसको सरकार बोलते हैं। ये बात ठाकरे की शिवसेना है? नहीं, ये नहीं है बात ठाकरे की शिवसेना जिसको हम बचपन से सुनते आए हैं।
Demolition, drugs and a sedition case. Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena has come out all guns blazing against Kangana Ranaut. And she too won't shy away from returning fire. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, in a major reshuffle, the Congress party has removed its veteran leader, Ghulam Nabi Azad. Mallikarjun Kharge is as also the AICC General Secretaries. Party President Sonia Gandhi also reconstituted the CWC, the Congress Working Committee, and appointed P. Chidambaram, Randeep Surjewala as its regular members. Now, this reshuffle comes in the wake of a section of party leaders writing to Sonia Gandhi seeking organizational reforms in the Grand Old Party. Azad, Sachin Pilot and Shashi Tharoor were among 23 netas who had written a letter to party chief Sonia Gandhi calling for an overhaul of the organization at the earliest. While Priyanka Gandhi has been made in charge of Uttar Pradesh Congress, some of key Rahul Gandhi aides like Randeep Singh Surjewala has been given key positions. Now, with the armed forces in a state of highest alert along the line of actual control in Ladakh, defense top brass went into a huddle in Delhi. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh met the CDS, 3 service chiefs, National Security Advisor, to take stock of the standoff at the line of actual control. Take a look.
The developments in Moscow have changed little on the line of actual control. On the LAC, India is taking no chances, no lowering of guard, On the other hand, it's matching China man-to-man with additional deployments of forces and ammo. The Indian Air Force has put all fighter aircraft in alert mode at the forward airbase.
The frequency of Indian Air Force fighter jets flying sorties has increased. We can see how one of the fighter jets of the Indian Air Force is flying right now, and this has been the normal scene in the last few days, not just during the day but even at night. There is a lot of air activity. Sorties are being carried out by the Indian Air Force.
As the eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation continues in Ladakh, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, the three service chiefs and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval in Delhi. The meeting was to review preparedness on the border.
The challenge will lie in the execution on the ground because of lack of total trust. There's a trust deficit post Galwan, and how that translates to the ground will be the challenge. Though both Indian Army and the P-layer disciplined army and the political direction given would be abided by, but disengagement and will be a laborious process, a lengthy process, and it will require a mutually acceptable process of disengagement and monitoring.
India's stand and strategy is clear. Military and diplomatic dialogue will continue, but at ground zero, no quarter will be given.
A lot of troop movement has been taking place in the last few days as the Chinese have been making very aggressive maneuvers to dislodge Indian troops who have occupied some crucial heights both on the southern bank as well as the northern bank of the Pangong Lake. With camera person Satya, Abhishek Bhalla in Ladakh for India Today.
India and China have held bilateral talks amid the ongoing tension in Ladakh border and have reached a consensus to a level for disengagement of troops. However, the 5-point roadmap reached by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Chinese Minister Wang Yi, failed to mention the status quo ante, which has now triggered angry reactions from the opposition.
"21 martyred in the line of action." First shots fired in 45 years. 50,000 troops deployed on either side of the LAC. Ladakh, a tinderbox that could explode. Amid an explosive situation on the borders, the opposition is questioning the government. Leading the charge is Rahul Gandhi. In a scathing attack, the Congress MP asked the Modi government when exactly the centre is planning to get the land taken by China. He also took a dig by asking whether this will also be left to an act of God. AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi too hit out at the government by questioning S. Jaishankar for not mentioning the status quo ante issue with China in Moscow.
Despite several rounds of talks between brigade commanders from both sides, followed by meetings between the defense ministers and now the foreign ministers, there is no sign of restoration of status quo. And this has given a big opportunity to the opposition to question Modi government.
India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Moscow on Thursday. Both leaders reached 5-point consensus to ease tension, but no real headway was made on disengagement. The joint statement also did not mention the status quo ante or China pulling back to pre-April positions. While the talks were forward-looking, an Indian side conveyed that it would not accept any attempt to change the status quo unilaterally. But the opposition is in no mood to relent, and NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar has asked for a detailed presentation from the centre on Indo-China situation. With Anand Patel in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And remember, the COVID pandemic numbers are only increasing. Total cases in India now have come to 45,62,414. So the numbers are rising. The death toll, take a look, 76,270 people have lost their lives so far, including comorbidity issues. Worst hit states, Maharashtra on top, 9,90,795. death toll at 28,282. Southern states are continuing to report a spike. Andhra Pradesh, 5,37,687. 4,702 people have died so far. Even Tamil Nadu has reported 4,86,052. Death toll at 8,154. This is the data as of today morning at about 7 a.m. So with Maharashtra, that continues to be the worst affected state in the country from COVID-19, the state has now crossed over 10 lakh cases. The state has reported close to 25,000 new cases also in last 24 hours, and 393 new people have and new deaths have been reported. So from past 1 week, the state has been reporting over 20,000 cases on a daily basis. State's recovery rate also interestingly stands at 70.4%. The fatality rate stands at 2.83%. Meanwhile, financial capital Mumbai reporting close to 2,200 new cases, taking total case tally to about 1,65,044 people have died. Mumbai city currently has 27,600 active cases. Death toll is at 8,067 in total. And moving on now about the Kannada film industry, there's a drug nexus investigation that's intensifying. Names of several biggies have come under scanner and surfaced. Police are now probing whether there's an interstate drug link and the possible money laundering angle. Take a look at this report.
The probe into the drug racket in Kannada film industry intensifies. Arrested actors Ragini Dwivedi and Sanjana Gulrani underwent drug tests on Friday. The drug test of the actors turned out dramatic, with Sanjana refusing to cooperate with the police.
He's told me it is my fundamental right to say no. Nobody has the rights to force me. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ದಂತಾನೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಕ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಒಂದು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಏನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ದಂತ ಬಕ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ದಿನಾಗ್ಲೂ ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್?
India Today has accessed remand copy of Ragini. It claims the actress along with other accused attended parties where drugs were consumed. The sandalwood drug racket expose is getting bigger day by day. The police have found an interstate racket involving top actors, celebrities and drug peddlers. Aditya, the son of former Karnataka minister Jivraj Alva, is named in the FIR. Congress MLA Jamir Ahmed has denied any role in drug racket after the BJP accused him of involvement. The police so far have arrested a celebrity party planner, Viren Khanna, who allegedly organized events that cater to expats close to Ragini. 9 have been arrested in all. The Yedurappa government has claimed it will ensure a thorough probe.
All our officers taking a lot of interest and so many things is coming out. I think entire country, first of the state, we are taken up very seriously. We will not interfere in any matter, and we are given full free hand to our police officers, and they are doing very good, doing well.
Meanwhile, the Enforcement Directorate has also stepped in. It will investigate money laundering by the suspected drug syndicate.
Police custody of actor Ragini Dwivedi has been extended till September 14th, and the crucial drug test that was carried on Dwivedi and also actor Sanjana will give clear lead to the investigating team in the coming few days. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
The United States of America marked the 19th anniversary of the terror attacks of September 11, 2001, which killed nearly 3,000 people and injured many thousands. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, Americans paid tribute to the victims of the deadly attack that changed global approach and the strategy toward tackling terrorism. President Trump paid homage to the victims who lost their life in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden also attended the same event later. Democratic Vice President candidate Kamala Harris took to Twitter to pay respect to people who lost their life in the attack. 19 years ago, remember, terrorists hijacked 4 US commercial airplanes and slammed 2 of them into the World Trade Center's Twin Towers in New York, 1 into Pentagon and the 4th crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The terror attack was orchestrated by Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, who was then later gunned down by the US Navy SEALs in Abbottabad, Pakistan in 2011.
19 years ago on this day, at this very hour on this field, 40 brave men and women triumphed over terror and gave their lives in defense of our nation. Their names and their stories are forever inscribed on the eternal roll call of American heroes. Today we pay tribute to their sacrifice and we mourn deeply for the nearly 3,000 precious and beautiful souls who were taken from us on September 11th, 2001.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.